Hey, what's going on guys, it's Maybuff, and today we're going to be taking a look at Canyon Graves on the Korean server. Guys, he's playing in Korean Challenger. Runes he's taking this game is Footwork, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup, and then his secondaries are Boots and Cosmic Insight. Guys, Canyon is quite possibly one of the best junglers in Korea. There's no doubt about it. Right now, as of the time of me recording this video, he is rank 11 on the server. And he has a 75% win rate on Graves, guys. If you want to learn Graves, you have to watch this guy. Level 1, Korea, always very scrappy. They like to skirmish a lot early, so... it is a 1-for-1. And it looks like Canyon's team actually ended up getting first blood, so they have a 100 gold lead. And you can see he was going to go for the invade onto the enemy red, but he did get spotted by Pyke. Graves is a very strong early game champion, guys. If you can get into melee range, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. So as you can see, he's 1v1ing the Tristana here. And he actually ends up smiting the Raptor camp, and Tristana should be dead here. It looks like the auto attacks are getting blocked by the Raptors, but there we go. Very scrappy early game. But he does end up... doing enough damage to the Tristana so that the Rise can clean up. And here we have Ezreal getting hooked by Pyke, guys. 1-5. Less than 2 minutes in, and there's been 6 kills in the game already. He's also counter jungled the enemy Raptors, trying to put the enemy jungle behind, guys. When you're versing champs such as Karthus, Shyvana and stuff, you really want to disrupt their clear, because that's what they're really good at. They're good at just full clearing. They're not really interactive champions. They're not going to have much pressure early. So if you can delay them, like the level 6 power spikes, that's what you want to be looking to do. Also, guys, Graves isn't really a good ganker in the early game, especially. Like, he doesn't really offer much. I guess his smoke screen could like count as like soft CC. But in my opinion, Graves, you kind of would just want to mess with the enemy jungler more than messing with the lanes. And you get ahead by just farming well, putting the enemy jungler behind by invading, stuff like that. If you do want to go for a gank, obviously you're going to try and path towards lanes with CC. So, for example, bot lane, we have Pyke hook, we have Pyke E. Ziggs can like pop them off the ground and stuff like that. So... that's probably why he decided to path towards the bot side this game. I feel like if they did get the invade on the red, he would have just done like red Raptors, blue Gromp, crab to bot. But obviously, you have to be able to adapt every single game. Karthus doesn't end up getting the smite off. And so Canyon is actually doing quite fine right now. He is a bit down in CS, but it doesn't really matter too much because he has so many camps to clear. And the reason that he skipped his Raptors and Wolves is because he knew that Karthus would actually go and invade him like that. And let's just say that Canyon went Raptors Wolves, Karthus would have just taken his blue buff and Gromp probably. So, very good decision making there. This guy is a mechanical freak. I watched some VODs of him actually. There's like Pro View, or you can like watch his stream VODs. He does stream, I'm pretty sure. I've watched a few POV clips of him, and the way he plays is like super duper chill. I don't know how to explain it. He has like really low APM. I think you guys would have to check out a video by yourself to see what I mean. Now, as you can see, some good discipline, skipping the camp out to help out with his laner. He does flash onto the Renekton, living on like literally 1 HP, but remember guys, Graves with red buff, his auto attacks are going to be slowing. It's really, really strong. And there we go. Very, very clean mechanical play to pick up the kill onto the Renekton. He's going to leave the wave like that for his top laner because it is pushing back towards him. And he's just going to head over here and pick up his Krugs. So yeah, when he plays jungle, he's like super duper chill. Like, for some reason, it looks like he has really low APM. And I think it's because he's thinking more about the game. Now, he's actually doing a little sneaky tactic here. As you can see him kite the Krugs up into the bush as the wave is crashing into Quinn's tower. What he's actually doing there is taxing the XP. So obviously that's a really smart way to get yourself ahead, especially on like carry scaling junglers like Graves. Graves is just a damage carry. The only thing Graves really does in like a fight is do damage. So you want to be ahead in XP as much as possible. Now he's pathing towards the bot side. He's just going to do his Gromp here. No other camps really available for him on the map. And Karthus's clear is pretty unclear. Well, that was weird to say. It's pretty hard to track Karthus this game just because of what happened level 1. But over here, he's pathing over to the lane with CC. As you can see, the damage from Graves is insane. Did you see that? That Nautilus got absolutely shredded. Yeah, if you're able to get like all 4 of your bullets landing with your Graves auto attacks, it's actually really insane how much damage you can do. You just gotta watch out for who you're attacking. For example, like I don't think melee ranging a Darius is like the best way to go. You know. Now he's a bit behind on XP, but obviously it doesn't really matter too much. Karthus picking up a double kill. It looks like this game's gonna be a bit hard for the Graves. Typically Graves does better into AD champions. And whoa, Karthus just gets a triple kill. The game has turned around. Karthus could be a bit of a problem. So let's hope that Canyon can carry this one out. Going for the gank onto the Tristana. Unfortunately Tristana does have her jump. But just pressuring lanes in general as you're pathing towards other camps or other lanes is a really good way to just get a lead. Every single little thing you do in the jungle especially really adds up. With Graves, you can hit Blast Cone, or like anything you auto attack, your bullets can like travel through. So like for example, if there's like a player and then there's like a control ward. Oh, okay, the best example I can use is like Dragon, okay? If there's like a pink ward in Baron Pit or Dragon Pit, and there's also like the dragon there that you want to auto, you can actually like hit a control ward in line with the dragon, and you can like attack both at the same time. So you can like clear vision while doing damage to the dragon. If that makes any sense. As you saw there, he hit the I think it's called the Sky's Bloom or something. Sire's Bloom. I don't know. The vision plant, I'm gonna call it. And he also attacked the red buff, the blue buff at the same time. Now, as you can see, just efficient clearing. Guys, this is what differentiates good from the best. Just the fact that he can clear so efficiently, doing the red buff and Raptors at the same time. I guarantee you guys aren't doing that in your games. So make sure you are you start taking some tips. Even just a simple thing like that. Just doing your red and Raptors at the same time like that. You want to take every single advantage you can to win. Even if that only improves your win rate by, let's just say, 0.5%. 0.5% is not too bad, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but going for the kill onto the Renekton. Pyke is in top river, but Karthus was there to defend. Won't be able to do the rift, or can he? Okay, he's just bamboozled me even. This guy is unpredictable. Moving straight over here to the fight. Just ulting to get some damage off, so they can't really contest this Rift Herald. If they walk back in, it would be suicide. Tristana's on half HP. And now he's just going to get a recall, sitting on a lot of gold, I would assume. There we go, just picking up a full Eclipse and another longsword, selling the refill pot. I think Eclipse is probably the best mythic on Graves right now. I didn't really like it before, just because I prefer going like the crit build, like shield bow, LDR, or like PD or collector even. But I feel like Eclipse is just super duper strong right now. I think the item is completely busted. So make sure you guys are running that in your games. Obviously, I feel like the shield bow build is stronger in terms of just being able to auto attack, whereas the Eclipse build relies on you hitting your Qs and Rs. But I don't think you guys will have that much of an issue doing that, especially in lower elos. You just like fight in the jungle. It's really easy to hit your Q2s. And guys, this game was so much of a stomp in the early game, and it's kind of turned around. Remember, level 1, before 2 minutes it was 1 to 5, and now it's 10 to 11. And the gold is only 300 apart on both sides. Now he's just taken the Hextech Drake, 10 minutes in. Now he's just going to pod over to his Raptors. If you guys don't like the Fleet Footwork page, I am a big fan of the Fleet Footwork page, but if you guys aren't a fan, you guys could also run Dark Harvest. I also recommend running that page. I think it's strong, especially for snowballing in lower elo. And that page would look like Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Relentless. And there we go! Just one-shotting the Tristana under tower, guys. You can't underestimate Graves' damage once he has the Eclipse. His Q2s and his ults are going to be packing hella damage. So make sure you use your damage to your advantage. Play hella aggressive. He's just going to hover his Quinn so they can get the wave in, and they're going to Rift top. Gonna pick up some plating. And, oh well, that's a bit of a tragic death. Not much to say. I think he egoed it a bit too hard. I feel like he thought he was a lot stronger than he was, and I guess it doesn't really matter too much. They still got the plating off the top tower. Just a bit tragic, handing over a shutdown. Probably not the best way to play, but now he's just clearing the red buff, heading over towards the bot side. Seeing on 100 farm at 13 minutes. Honestly, I think playing Graves in lower elos, you shouldn't even have this much farm. Obviously, you want to be aiming for around like 7-8 farm per minute on Graves usually. It's just super OP at farming. You just tax waves, kill the enemy jungle, kill your jungle, kill people. But yeah, I feel like in lower elo, you really just want to be playing and playing off the enemy's mistakes, and just instead of hyper farming, because people in low elo, they don't understand that like junglers can get leads. Oh my gosh, that was insanely clean. Just basically one-shotting the Ezreal there. But as I said, low elo, the laners don't really understand that the jungle can just be ahead in terms of CS and XP, and that can just be like a victory in itself. Even all the way up to Diamond, people still don't understand. But I guess that's why people hate playing with Graves usually. So I feel like if you're lower elo, you should run like the Dark Harvest page, as I said before. Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Relentless, and you just want to be ganking, trying to get your Dark Harvest stacks as much as possible. Just snowball the game completely out of their control, because one kill onto the enemy top laner is enough to like take them out of the game or like tilt them. So right now, Graves is actually in a pretty good state. I feel like he's pretty balanced. His damage is balanced, and I feel like, I don't know, he has his like place in the meta. I don't think he's like ridiculously OP. He was OP last year at some point. But now he's just, I think he's probably in a really good spot right now, to be honest. Okay, Ryze ulting towards the mid lane. Should be able to pick up the kill onto the Karthus. 400 gold shutdown going over to Ryze, so that's net 700 gold. Rift Herald's up. Canyo's just gonna go and check if any of the enemy junglers camps are up first. Remember guys, you should prioritize denying the enemy jungler over farming your own camps. Here he is, heading on over to the second dragon of the game. Cloud Drake, just clearing up the Scuttle Crab. Guys, if you want to see any other videos like this, just let me know in the comments below. I want to know what champions you guys want to see, because most of the videos I make are on champions that I actually do play myself. So if you guys want to see something in particular, I'll be happy to make a video about it. I'm going to start uploading a lot more. Guys, the reason I haven't uploaded my channel for a long time is actually funny. I'm sorry, like it might seem like I was a bit lazy, but obviously I'm going to start uploading a bit more now. So basically, I was using Photoshop to like make my thumbnails. So I make my own thumbnails, and I was using Photoshop to do those. And the thing is, I was using like an education license of Photoshop from my high school. I'm in second year uni now, but for some reason my license from high school still didn't expire for that long. But unfortunately, my Photoshop license finally expired. And so I couldn't edit those thumbnails anymore, so I just wasn't uploading, so I thought there would be no point. I feel like no one would really want to watch the video if there was no thumbnail on it. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've actually just bought Photoshop, like proper bought Photoshop, and so I'm going to start uploading again because I can make my own thumbnails. So yeah, I checked my analytics and my channel like popped off one day. I've only got 7 videos uploaded on my channel right now, and I got 300 views or something in like 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy. I think you guys really love the content, so you know, I'm going to be trying to upload maybe once or twice a week, and then if you guys really like it, I'll be uploading a lot more than that. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're new, feel free to leave a like on the video, really appreciate it. And there we go, this sneaky ult onto the Inting Tristana. We're currently 5-1 and 5 with 147 farm at 18 minutes. Very, very good. And he is just going to place the Rift Herald in the mid lane. If you didn't know guys, Rift Herald does 2100 damage. And Canyon. Bit of an int by Canyon there guys. I don't think it matters too much. They did still break mid tower. And here he is building second item, Black Cleaver. He's also got the Hex Drinker, which I can't English guys, which should save him from the Karthus ult. And especially that item is super duper value because he ended up going plated Steelcaps. Because obviously their primary damage is AD, like Renekton, Tristana, Ezreal. So that Hex Drinker is very value versus Karthus. As you can see on the left side, the total gold and XP. Graves, the highest level in the entire game, has the highest XP in the entire game, guys. This is what Graves is good at, just doing damage, getting levels, and then doing more damage. It is a really fun champion. I recommend that if you guys haven't played Graves yet, you guys should definitely pick him up, give him a go. Of course, I don't think it's that good of a champion if you're like new to the game or like somewhat new. I think it is not the champion that you want to play, because it does require game knowledge. It's very like knowledge dependent. You need to know a bit of macro to play this one. It's not just doing damage. And look at this champion, does so much damage. Flashing onto the Ezreal. Get the enemy carry out of the fight as soon as possible. Both their DPS are out of the fight, so should just be able to clean up here. There's nothing the enemy team can really do. In my opinion, this one's a bit of a clean sweep. He's just letting his team work on the Nautilus while he just farms out this dragon, the third one of the game. It's crazy how the enemy Karthus is so like far ahead in terms of like kills and stuff like that. But somehow Canyon out macros this guy. He has completely out macroed 3 Drakes and Canyon got both Returls. What do you do, guys? This guy's an absolute freak. 75% win rate on Graves. How does he do it, boys? How does he do it? Well, you see the gameplay right here. Insane, this guy. Next objective that's spawning is the Baron. So typically, when the Baron is up, even if your team's super ahead, you don't really want to show ever on the bot side of the map. I feel like a low-elo jungler would have just ran straight to Grump there. I don't think that's the play. You really can't afford to show bot, because as soon as you show bot, if the enemy team has any macro skills, they're just going to rush the Baron. And I'm really not sure what he's doing right there. Maybe he's like tilted or something. That was a complete int by Canyon. Remember, guys, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. This guy just makes a few less mistakes than you. Here he is clearing out the vision, guys. The Asian servers, all the Asian servers, they have so much vision of everything. Trust me, I've been playing on the Japan server, and like the Japan server, the players aren't as good, like, but they place so many wards, it's insane. I guarantee you, wherever you go, it's warded. Just chucks a cute ult just to get some damage down, because obviously he would have just died anyways. Just started picking up a kill, basically just a gold reset in my opinion. The pike hook lands. Raj just fully CCing the Renekton. Double kill onto the Ziggs, guys. Ziggs is a super strong champion. My opinion. Look at the gold difference. Nearly 7,000 gold ahead, or more than 7,000 gold ahead. Man, I can't do math. 6,000? Yeah, 6,000 gold ahead, guys. Of course, Karthus, super strong champion. Before a team fight, Karthus can just press his R key and just half health all the carries. And here we are now, starting Baron. Super duper high DPS. Should be able to shred it. Obviously, Pyke and Ziggs can also just zone this off. And they've all been spotted in base. There we go. Slaying the Baron. And the next dragon is spawning in 40 seconds. They have 3 minutes of Baron buff as well. Baron, after you guys Baron, if you have gold, make sure you spend it. Don't just immediately go to fight after Baron. That's the best way to throw a game. The amount of games I've lost because... I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Just fighting after... I was about to say my teammates fight after Baron, but you know, I'm guilty of it too. After Baron, you don't need to force a 5v5 against the enemy team. You can just recall, spend your gold, and then fight in more like favorable condition. Nautilus ulting the Graves. They're just getting away. Ulting the Tristana. As you can see, guys, this damage onto the Nautilus going pretty crazy. Face checking the bush. Nearly gets blown up. Saved by the Hex Drinker, in my opinion. And there we go. Renekton's dead. He's just going to run straight over to the dragon. This guy is very objective focused. This guy has insane macro. I'd recommend you guys go and watch some more VODs of him in your spare time. If you really want to improve at jungle, this guy plays a... Oh my gosh, Karthus is tilted. He plays an insane Nidalee. Plays an insane Graves. He also plays a bit of Zed jungle and Gwen jungle. I'm not sure if you guys saw the clip, but Canyon played Gwen jungle versus... I don't know who it was, but they're playing Xinjiao. And he sat next to Raptor Pit and took Xinjiao's red buff level 1 in like a pro match. I think that's crazy. This guy is a freak, super creative player. One of the best junglers on the Korean server, if not the best. I haven't been really keeping track of who's like super OP at jungle right now, but you know, this guy is obviously rank 11 right now, and he's obviously doing something right. Wonder what items he's gonna buy next. He must be thinking about something. There we go, buying a Ravenous Hydra. I've actually bought this item on Graves before. Feels pretty nice, to be honest. Also tried Titanic Hydra, and the reason I did that, it was like a for fun build. It makes your autos look like they have double the range. If you guys get like Graves in like AR Earth or something, or like ARM, you guys should definitely try out Titanic Hydra Graves. Super duper fun. And I think the reason he's gone for the Hydra is number 1, Omnivamp. Number 2, you have some insane wave clear. Because the enemy team also has insane wave clear, right? They have Karthus, Ezreal, Tristana. So you want to be able to shove these waves out as quickly as possible. Especially because the Baron buff's over, you don't really have that big of an advantage. There we go, just tapping away at the Nautilus. And it looks like it's just going to be a GG here, guys. This guy's a freak, getting Mountain Soul when the enemy jungle was so far ahead this game. Kind of, in a roundabout way. And now it's just formalities. Just dodging all the Karthus Qs out and GG. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. I'll be uploading a lot more soon. And yeah, peace out.